Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an unboxing video. I recently talked about in my last handbag collection video that I had pre-ordered a bag and I was waiting for it to arrive and then I would do an unboxing video with it. So it's here. Little backstory, I had been searching for this bag for quite some time. I take a long time to make decisions about my bags, and I kind of take months and months of kind of researching them and looking at them from different angles and deciding if it will work in my wardrobe. Like, I really take a lot of factors into consideration when purchasing a bag and making sure that it's filling a void, so to speak, and it's not like duplicates or anything like that. So I tried to find this bag on, traditional retailers' websites, and it was back ordered to like March plus. So I placed my order on Gucci.com, and it was pre-ordered and on back order till the end of January. End of January came still, and then got pushed back even more. So they offered, when I called the Gucci site, their customer service, they offered to try and find it in a store, and they found one. So I spoke to the guy in the King of Prussia store one morning, and then it arrived the following morning. So super fast. And I talked about in my last video that I wanted a bag that had, it came with ribbon on the box. I had to look at the bag. So I technically opened it, but I tried to put it all back together. So it came with this cute ribbon around the bow, around the box. And I had wanted a little bit of a larger bag than than all of my small crossbodies. And I wanted something with silver hardware. I was debating between the bag that I purchased and the Chloe Faye bag, and I'll link that below if you're not familiar with it. And the larger one, I'll link the exact one that I was looking at. There was a color called Putty, I think it was a gray shade. And the only thing was with the Chloe Faye is from the side, the bag often looked very thin. And I had read someone talking about the fact that when they put things in the bag, it makes it look really kind of lumpy and bumpy, and the bag looks better when it's very thin. And I thought to myself, well, I've got to put things in the bag. I'm just not carrying paper. I'm just not putting paper in my bag to keep it thin. So this was a similar shape, but it had the kind of bulk on the side. It was a little more structured on the side, and I could fit things in it. So, like I said, I purchased it from Gucci, and when I decided that I wanted to buy the bag from Gucci in general, then I was like, do I want this one or the new Marmont? That's kind of everyone is buzzing about, which I really do like. I do think it's a really nice style. Sometimes I'm drawn in by it bags, but like I've talked about before in prior videos, for me, even if I buy an it bag, I kind of weigh, will it last for many, many years? Even if it's not an it bag in 10 years, but it's still a very classic shape and it's very wearable, I can justify that. But the reason why I didn't get the Marmont bag is because it had the gold hardware. So we're opening the box here, and it comes with a little tissue paper and then the bag in here. And here is all, oh goodness, let me tell you, unboxing videos have got to be the most awkward videos to film because you've got all this box and paper and all this stuff. So here is the box, the little dust bag that it comes in, and let's go ahead and open it. So I ended up getting the Gucci Dionysus, and many of you may be surprised that I purchased it because it's a logo bag, or that it's definitely a little bit more. It's a little more bold in its design, but like I said, I take a lot of time to decide if I want a bag, and sometimes people will ask me, how do you make a decision to purchase? How do you decide on what bag you're going to purchase? For me, it's a bunch of different factors, but like does it fit my lifestyle? Is it too heavy? Is it too bulky? What's the color scheme like? Does it work with my wardrobe? But the number one factor that I use when deciding on a bag is it me? And that's ultimately what I use. I just know myself so well, and I know if a bag is me. And this bag seemed very much like me. So I like bags that are logoed, that are not logoed, that are large, that are small. Like I've said, I've kind of steered away from really large, heavy totes, which is a reason why I never wanted to invest in a Celine the luggage tote, I think, or the Phantoms or the luggage, or I don't know, the big Celine bags. I like the Celine smaller, what is it, that's not the bow bag, but it's a smaller kind of Celine bag that has a flap that goes over. That's a little bit more my style. But here it is, close up. The reason why it was so difficult to get is because this beige, it has multiple different accent colors. You can get it with black, you can get it with red, and I believe you can get it with the beige. And I wanted the beige, but more than anything, I wanted silver hardware. That was really important to me because it's still a neutral, so it'll go with anything, but the silver hardware helps, you know, to kind of, when an outfit, I just don't want to put gold with it. So what I really liked about it, it is heavier than many of my other bags. So the chain on it definitely makes it heavy. So when you put them, I'm going to kind of scoot back a little bit here. So when you put the chain, it's definitely a shorter bag when you are doubling up on the chain. But I like to do just one of the chain, you know, just like have it come down like this. It's too short to be a crossbody, but I definitely like where it hits here. Or you can hold both of the chains and just kind of carry it. I mean, I'm not a big one for this. I had so many bags years ago that I used to wear. That could have been disastrous. That I used to wear in the crook of my arm, and it was just so awful. My poor arm used to really hurt and that sort of thing, and so I probably wouldn't wear it there. But let me go ahead and go through kind of the dimensions. There is one smaller than this. This is the larger size. I will link exactly the one that I purchased. I mean, Gucci's having a moment. I really feel that. Gucci has these waves, and as when I used to work for YSL, like I've said before, Gucci owned us, so we got a discount at Gucci. And so I have been through many different waves of Gucci. And I mean, I really love when Tom Ford was designing for them. But it's just been, sometimes their designs and aesthetics are appealing to me, and then sometimes they're just not. So right now, I feel like they're totally having a moment. I was on the website, and I was like, I love this, and I love this. So I'm definitely gonna, if you're looking for some, you know, new handbag, or if you're definitely into the Gucci aesthetics right now, I'll link below a few of the items from the site that I was really excited about that I thought were great pieces, whether it's shoes, or small leather goods, or handbags. I'll go ahead and link that below so you guys can, you know, peruse for yourself. So this is the larger one. So let's talk. It's got this big pocket in the back. I don't know what I would ever put in there. Okay, so my only gripe anytime with suede though is it does, like, you know, it'll show marks on the bag, which can kind of be a pain, but it's definitely not enough of a deterrent for me. So we've got the big snake serpent buckle here, which I know some people don't like. It does not bother me. And it's like a little clasp right here, and you just press this button, and the little serpent, or the clasp is undone. So I like it because there are a lot of compartments, as you can see. And from the side, this is not a bag that is very, very thin that you can't put a good sized wallet or makeup bag in. So if I'm taking out all of the paper, you know, looking in here, you've got some room. You've got a zippered mirror, middle portion, and then there's no other compartments, however, inside here. Just know that. Oh, I just discovered this. There's a compartment in the front here. See, the thing with all my crossbodies is they're normally just, there's not a lot of compartments. And I do love compartments because it helps me organize my purse better rather than standing trying to get my keys out and I'm like digging through so much stuff. So this is nice that you really can, I don't know, you could probably fit like an iPad or something in here. I definitely couldn't fit my laptop, but if you have a smaller laptop, or like I said, even an iPad, this could definitely fit in here. And I like that it's zippered. I also like that it closes so that it's, I don't know, I mean, I'm never worried that someone's gonna like pickpocket me, but for those of you that definitely want something that closes, and it, like, you cannot open it without pressing this little button, or this little, you know, whatever it's called, to open the bag. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely, and like I said, from the side, I definitely can get a lot of things in here. It's heavy, but not heavy enough where didn't want to make the purchase, because I've talked about before how I've moved away from heavier bags, especially because of my neck and my back and the issues that I've had. So carrying a really heavy bag can really, after just an hour or so, I can be in so much pain. So this is not that heavy, though it is probably the heaviest of my bags that I own right now. So obviously, I mean, this is something that I probably wouldn't carry maybe if I was like going somewhere for like 10 or 12 hours. I'd probably choose a crossbody then because it's more comfortable. But I mean, you know, for just running around and being out and about, I definitely think it's very, very comfortable. And I like that I can hold it. My problem sometimes with totes, because of my height, I'm 5'4", but my proportions, I have a very long torso with short legs. So when I hold a tote bag that has very long handles, the tote will almost skim the ground, and it can look really, really silly. So I like that this has shorter straps, that when I hold it down here, it's still high enough off the ground that I don't feel uncomfortable and you know, disproportionate. And yeah, that's my bag. That is, I'll give you guys a close up. And I do, you know, I really kind of debated back and forth about the logo and will I like it. And I do. You know, for me, it's not about like logo or not logoed, or I'm just, you know, do I like the bag? That's really what it's about for me. I've been working in retail for so much of my life. Years ago, I used to work in all the high-end department stores. We're talking like Barney's and Bergdorf's and Saks and that sort of thing. So I have, you know, and I always got great discounts. So I've had my fair share of like, you know, designer shoes and handbags. I used to get a crazy discounts because they do like double discount in those stores sometimes. You can get things for like 60% off. So I definitely know what it is that I like. And the thing with me is I carry most of my high-end things, bags, shoes, for 10 to 12 years. Like I have never actually purchased a pair of shoes or a bag and said, well, I'm never going to wear that. I have just worn it because I know what I love, and therefore I end up getting so much use out of it. So I definitely think this will go the distance with me. I love the beige. I think if I had purchased black or red, I feel that it would not have had the longevity that the beige does. I mean, black, obviously the closest one next to it, but obviously if you get them with all of the patches, the glitter patches, and the crazy, colorful additions that you can get, which take the price up like thousands of dollars, that makes it a lot more trendy. I just felt that this is going to be a great bag now, and in 5 years, and in 10 years, and I definitely think it was a good investment. So I will link the exact one below, but I also linked the smaller one because I was having a hard time deciding online between this size and the one size smaller. But the size smaller looks much smaller, and the price is only, I believe, less than $200 difference. And I was like, really? Less than $200 difference? So that's why I ended up going with the larger size, and surprisingly enough, the size is not as large as I imagined. All right, so that was my unboxing video. And like I said, I've seen a lot of fun other pieces on the Gucci site right now. So I figured I'd link those below in case you're looking to splurge for yourself, or you're just kind of interested in what Gucci has right now. And also, I had a comment recently on one of my Instagrams, and the person asked me if I'm ever planning on doing a Q&A video. And so, I mean, to be honest, I'm quite open and talk about so much in my videos, so I never thought it would be something that anyone would be interested in. But if you are, I would be open to doing a Q&A video. You're welcome to ask whatever you'd like. So if you do want to see one, feel free to ask me a question below in this video, or you can send me an email. I know sometimes people don't want to ask, you know, questions in public forums, so I'm totally okay with you sending me an email as well. And if I get enough questions and enough interest, then I'll do a Q&A video in the future. So I hope this was fun, and if you have been contemplating the bag, I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions about it or more details, I'd be happy to, you know, talk with you offline about anything. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.